we saw Taylor Reid on the side. We saw him practicing. Do you think he's going to make an appearance next week? Because as in the press conferencing, coach said, Kirk is a true freshman. Now, everyone knows there's going to be a difference between the ability of a true freshman who doesn't have many snaps. He plays on the second team in practice. I mean, coming out against the number one defense, it was always going to be tough for him. So how do you think that Taylor Reid being out is affecting this team? Do you think he'll be back soon?
I mean, I think it's affecting the team. I do think he will be back next week because next week is pretty much a must-win for this team. If they want to have any chance of maybe winning the conference or making the playoffs, they will have to win at Lamar because it's not going to get any easier from there when they play Southeastern Louisiana and Sam Houston State. So I think Taylor Reid is going to get some snaps at Lamar. He may not start the game, and if Hildebrand is definitely kind of injured, I can see Taylor Reid 30% of the snaps.
I get when in coaching the press conference, we understood what he said. I mean, he said, hey, listen, Hayden's 218 quarterback efficiency rating. It's by far the best in the conference, if not one of the top in the whole NCAA. We understand that, and that's when he's only having to throw 16 and 17 times a game when we have the running offense that UCA has.
They threw the ball 51 times.
You're not going to beat a team like McNeese throwing the ball 51 times.
And this team isn't known for being a throwing team. They always run the ball, and they rely on the people like Thunder and Lightning, Blake Beasley and Dominique Thomas, and I don't think they were able to do that tonight.
Well, here's the thing about the running attack. I mean, sitting in the stands watching the game, there were plays where Dominique Thomas got through the hole, and it looked like, where was this rushing offense at the entire – there were plays where he got 7 yards off one carry, and it was like, how come he can't do that the whole entire game? So there are signs of – I mean, there are signs of where the offensive line plays lights out, and this running attack is so close from being to where Dominique Thomas can average 150 yards a game. I mean, they're right there. It wouldn't be a far-fetched to say that next week against Lamar, this team will be able to get over 150 yards rushing because they're so close to having the offensive line just open up these humongous holes. I mean, Dominic Thomas could go through two people, and it wasn't even touched before he got to the secondary.
There were times that he was a shoestring away, a cut away from busting a 7-yard run into a 20, 30-yard run tonight. Yep.